G. Goresh. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Thursday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio studios inside the bunker in an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. And Scotty's Michael J. Fox Studios from Beverly Hills, California. Yes, that's Scotty at SiriusXM Liquid Metal. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. As the Devils win 6-2 over the Dallas Stars tonight, 4 points out of a playoff spot. I told you, Scotty, we're not throwing in the towel to after Vegas. We want to see what happened because we knew that the renaissance, the rejuvenation is coming because the players feel our energy going into the mullet this Saturday as the Let's Go Devils podcast will hit the road tomorrow.
That's right. That is correct. And yeah, 6-pack of pucks in the net for the Devils. I don't know anyone who had that on the old checklist for tonight, especially after 15 seconds into this game. But yeah, big difference from the first period down into the third. So the Devils, the Road Warriors, are back again. A little bit of a different lineup out there tonight. A couple new friends arriving. Of course, Siegenthaler is out. John Marino is now out. So had some new faces in town, like Nick DeSimone, who we picked up on waivers. It feels like years ago, but I think it was only like a month or so ago, from the Calgary Flames. And he finally made his debut tonight, and he was pretty impressive. And Hataka, the Hataka sword, the Hattori Hanzu Hataka, was back up in action on defense as well. You know, we had a bunch of the lines shuffled around, and we may have had a first time something, Sam Woo, tonight. We had a first time for something that we're going to talk about in a little bit. Something I don't think anyone expected to happen in this regular season. But let's get to it. Down there in Texas, in the heart of Barbecue Central. Actually, that's Austin, I think. Oh, the brisket. Oh, man. Original Salt Lick. If you ever get to Austin, Texas, go to the Original Salt Lick, the one just outside of town with the winery attached to it. Trust me, you will not regret it. Unless you're a vegan or a vegetarian, then maybe. But on other hand, the brisket, friggin' amazing. Either way, Dallas Stars. Ooh, Jake Allen as well. Almost forgot about that. Finally got his visa situated. As we know from Beer Baron, obviously his wife lost them. Because Beer Baron blames everything on players' wives. That's what he does when he's on here on the show. But either way, Jake Allen starting in net. And I don't think anyone thought Jake Allen at the end of this game would have a .946 save percentage. First off, that doesn't happen very often this season with any Devils goalie, yet alone someone who gives up a goal 15 friggin' seconds into the game. And that is what happened to Wyatt Johnston of the Dallas Stars. And man, I almost started laughing right off the bat. I was just like, here we go. This is going to be like an 8-0 blowout over here. Because Jake Allen didn't even look ready for that puck coming at him. I get it, maybe a little rust. A lot of traveling, a lot of moving. Hasn't played in a little bit. Montreal's got those extra goalies up there. Okay, fine, all right, whatever. But holy hell. Johnson just put it right past Allen. First shot of the game. First shot against Jake Allen as a Devil in the net. And it's definitely one that he could have stopped as well. And then Hataka, it was looking the wrong direction on the play. And it's just like, oh boy. Oh boy, it's going to be a long night. This is only 15 seconds into the game. Oh boy. This is going to be painful, but the Devils bounced back. They bounced back, and that's for damn sure. And who was it? It was Eric Halla. Not too long after that, I'm not even joking, that Wyatt Johnston, who, by the way, I think he's leading. He's got 25 goals on the year. I can't remember what the thing was. I think it's like players under 21 years old or something like that. He's got the most goals at everybody. So good for Johnston having a nice year over there. But that was literally 15 seconds into the game. Then Eric Halla at 5:41 ties it up off of the face-off circle in the off of the face-off in the Star zone. Off of the face-off circle, yeah. Off of the face-off in the Star zone. Halla answers. The Devils cause a turnover with the puck trying to get up the boards. Halla eventually gets control of it, and he goes towards the net. Okay, and this is what he did. A slick little move here where he kind of faked like he was going to go and cut across and maybe try a little wraparound. Instead, he fakes that, pulls it back, and then whoop, puts it right past the glove of Jake Ottinger, who didn't have a good night tonight. For his 14th goal of the season. Great move there by Eric Halla. Unassisted, even strength. Ties the game up 1-1. And then literally immediately after that, on the next shift, Dawson Mercer is right in front of the goal. Maybe like a little bit off to the side, but in front of the goal. And he gets a pass across, and he looks to shovel it up, past Ottinger, and he stretches out with that damn glove, and he made a beauty of a save. And you're like, okay, all right. Maybe we're not going to get lucky here. Maybe Jake is waking up. Okay, all right. Hopefully the other Jake wakes up as well, Allen. But at 12:04, and I put this here, Allen looks terrible. That's what I put in my notes after this goal. And let me tell you, we were getting texts in our little group chat from Beer Baron. He's like, he's supposed to be the answer. And I'm like, he doesn't even look like a backup right now. And that's Jake Allen's supposed to be the backup next year. Okay, let's get that right.
I just want to say, Scotty, I was within a couple seconds of putting out hot takes. I think everybody wants VTech back now. After that.
yeah. Give us that extra year back, please. Please, come on, bring him back. It wasn't that bad. Oh, this was a terrible goal. Who was it? Craig Smith literally just throws the puck towards the net from the corner. Completely harmless. And Jake Allen has got his footing so messed up that this puck that should have went just straight across and not even hit the goal, Jake gets his skate out. It deflects off the inner part of his skate and then goes right between his legs. Are you friggin' kidding me? Craig Smith is 8th to put the Stars up 2-1 at 12:04. So I was feeling good after Halla. And I see Mercer. I'm like, okay, all right, at least we're getting some opportunities here. And then this happens, and I'm like, you've got to be friggin' kidding me. Fitzy cannot find a goalie to save his life. That's all I was thinking in my head at that moment. But I will say this. Second and third period, Jake Allen looked a lot better. So maybe a little bit of that rust he shook off as the game went along because he didn't let in another goal after that. That's it. It's all the Stars had. Hence, by the end of the game, why Jake Allen had a .946 save percentage. Someone's got to check that out. That might be the highest save percentage for a Devils goaltender this year. Where's our man Max? He's good with the stats. Max, let me know. Is that the highest save percentage for a goalie on the Devils this year? I'm just gonna say yes. Just gonna say yes. If it's not the highest, definitely got to be like top 3, top 5 for the season. And it happens in game 60 friggin' 5. But it's 2-1 now. We're getting near the end of the first period, and the Devils get a little luck. A little puck luck their way. So as the Stars kind of got, a lucky goal there with Jake Allen kind of misplaying it and letting it ricochet off his skate, At least it didn't go off his butt like, Damon Severson usually did. But Chris Tierney gets rewarded for some hard work. And who gets assists here? Nick DeSimone and the bruiser, McDermott. And basically, Tierney is behind the net. And he's going to just throw the puck in front where Ottinger is, obviously, standing in the goal. And was it Hastings? I can't remember which defenseman it was for the Dallas Stars that the pass to the front deflects off of his stick and goes right by Jake Ottinger. Into the net. 2-2. New Jersey Devils. Chris Tierney gets his second goal of the year. McDermott gets numero uno assist on the year. And Nick DeSimone gets number 5. Supplemental scoring coming from the fourth line. Yes, it was a lucky goal, but whatever. It's in the back of the net against a damn good team in the Dallas Stars. We move into the second period right now, and Dawson Mercer says, I want another shot at that side of the net against Ottinger. I know he robbed me with the glove, but this time I'm going to get it about 5 inches higher and make sure it goes right over and into the back of the net. Well, the captain says, all right, you're always asking me to buy you beer. Hey, Nico, why don't you buy me an Acro Brew? How about I set you up with the puck instead, Dawson? How about that? If you score, maybe I'll buy you some beer tonight. So Nico Hischier wins a race to the puck at the sideboards. Battles his way through 2. Count them, 2. Dallas Stars. And he's able to feed Dawson Mercer, who's right there at the kind of the left slot. Was it left or right? Yeah, left slot position over there. And Dawson Mercer gets the puck. And he does a spin-a-rooney, Booker T style. Can you dig it, sucker? He does a spin-a-rooney and then pulls the puck back and says, I'm going with that shot over the glove once more. And this time he roofs it, and he gets it past Ottinger right there to put the Devils up 3-2 at 1:31 of the second period. That's Mercer, his 17th of the year. I think that's like his first goal in I don't know how many games now. We know Dawson hasn't been very consistent this year, but it's good to see him back on the score sheet goal-wise. Nico Hischier gets his 30th assist. Luke Hughes gets his 25th. Even strength goal. Devils up 3-2. And then who has been the hottest player in the league? Almost dropped my notebook. Who has been the hottest player in the league in the month of March? Well, there's been 2 of them. One of them is Kaprizov, and the other is Timo Meier. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me goals from Timo Meier. Ooh, yeah. It is Timo time once again. His 8th goal in the month of March. Him and Kaprizov are tied for the lead right now for the month of March. So Timo Meier, and it's the end of the year, but has finally found his groove, finally found his position on this team, finally found his comfortability, maybe also finally healthy after the 2 injuries that sidelined him earlier in the year. But the Devils, and we know they had a problem with this against Carolina, couldn't dump the puck in. Well, they dumped it in against Dallas, and they got a good bounce off the boards, and the puck ends up coming up the walls again. And who's right there? The speed demon himself, Jesper Bratt. And he's able to take that puck, and he sees somehow, obviously he's got eyes in the back of his head, as every Bratt does. He sees Timo Meier streaking in. He spins and brings it right to Timo, and man, Timo wasted no time. Quick release off of this shot. He was right in between the face-off dots, and he let it go. Back far side, the opposite side, far side, past Ottinger. Timo Meier with his 19th goal of the season, his 8th in the month of March. Coming at 3:52 of the second period. Quick strike action. from these New Jersey Devils tonight. Even strength goal. Timo is 19th, go up 4-2. Bratt gets the primary, his 43rd assist. Simone Nemitz gets his 15th assist of the year. So 131, 352, and the Devils aren't done yet. Because at 5:12, lightning strikes. In the form of one Tomas Nosek, who's had the bagel all year long. 0 points. Not just 0 goals or 0 points in 22 or 23 games that he has played. Well, Nosek gets his first of the year. A little dump pass, him and Lazar coming into the zone on the wing. And Lazar just drops it right back. And again, quick release. And he shoots it past the blocker of our old buddy, Scott Wedgwood. Forgot to mention, Otger got pulled after the Timo time goal. So Nosek lets it rip. Quick release. Kind of hits like the inside of the blocker on Scott Wedgwood through the arm into the back of the net. 5-2 New Jersey Devils. 5-2. And we're not even halfway through the second period yet? Are you kidding me? Is this the team that just gave up a goal 15 seconds into the game? Is this the team with the goalie that kind of back kicked a puck into the net on a shot that was not even going to hit the net? Yeah, same team. Amazing the turnaround that these guys had against another old friend, Pete DeBoer, coach of the Dallas Stars. Right after that, the Devils, their penalty kill did very well again. We know that's been a strong point on this team for their last couple months. But there was a loose puck in that crease, and Simone Nemitz saw it. Woo! He got that bad boy out of there. He saved the day. Just one big swipe of the stick, and it is gone. And right after that, Holtzy had a breakaway. And we know Holtzy's been a little snake bitten on the goal sheet. And Wedgwood gets just a piece of it, and then pa-ting, it goes off the post. Damn it to hell. But rest assured, Alexander Holtz wasn't done yet. Oh, no. Much like Dawson Mercer getting robbed in the first period with the glove, Holtzy says, I want another shot at that. I want another shot at Scott Wedgwood. And as we move into the third period, he's going to get it. At 14:25 of the third period, Timo Meier. Even though, he did get the secondary assist. Okay. I was going to say, I didn't even think he got a point on this one. Creates the turnover behind the net. And then Tierney's in front, crashing, and then Holtzy's right next to him as well. Timo feeds it in front. I guess Tierney gets a little piece of it because he has the primary assist. And then it goes to Holtz, who kind of delays just a little bit, and then that sharp angle roofs it past the sliding Scott Wedgwood. A 6-pack of goals on the board for your New Jersey Devils. Yes. Yes. Those Devils. A 6-pack of goals. And the goalie only gives up 2. And ends with a .945 save percentage. Shots on goal for the Devils. Really not that impressive. They made their opportunities count with some good scoring chances. 6-8-6 for a total of 20. The Stars 7-16-14 for a total of 37. Yes, Jake Allen, 2 goals, 5 saves on 7 shots in the first period. And then after that, 30 saves through the second and third. Okay. I'll give you a little benefit of the doubt then from that first period, Jake. Face-off percentage. Another shocker. Again, we're not used to seeing the Devils lose in the face-off circle, but it's kind of been happening a lot in recent weeks. Devils only win 27 face-offs to the Dallas Stars 36. That's a 57% to 43. So they got a little bit hammered in there. The Devils, they killed off all the power plays. Hits, 21 hits to the Stars 28, and the Devils had 23 block shots. Oh, that's another thing we don't see very often. Maybe with Travis Green, a little bit different style of play, defense. All of a sudden, you start getting some different results. Big win for the New Jersey Devils. I don't know how long we've been saying this now, but it was another must win to start this road trip. Now they go to Arizona, which, of course, your friends will be there in person, and the Vegas Golden Knights. Can the Devils have a successful road trip? We're going to find out. Want to know what you think about it? YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Instagram, Twitch. What's up, everybody? Let's check in with the king of the football calls over here. See what he says about it. Sam, by God, woo!
Scotty, this is looking like the Florida Panthers of last season.
Well, let's...
No.
Hang on.
Hold on.
If
What
they
I mean
win,
by that...
I'll give you this. I'll give you that if they win these next two games. If we get a 3-game winning streak, the ever elusive 3-game winning streak, then maybe I'll start to believe that a little bit.
What I mean by that is it seems like nobody wants that final 8th spot, the wild card spot, and they're hanging around. As bad as things have been with the New Jersey Devils, with the team morale and the injuries and the drama and all that kind of stuff, somehow they find themselves 4 points from a playoff spot. Now, there's a lot of teams that have joined in the mix, like the Buffalo Sabres out of nowhere.
Who are
hot, but then again, it's the city of Buffalo. Maybe it'll go wide right on the last game of the season, and they don't get in the playoffs. A shootout, no less, right? But in all seriousness, you have John Marino out. You got Siegenthaler out. Again, 1/3 of your pairings on defense. You have a guy, DeSimone, that's a devil in training for the last month. And Hataka, or Hataka, or whatever you want to.
Hataka. Wow, the Coyotes beat the Red Wings, too. All right.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Scoreboard watching was great. Unfortunately,
Sabres beat the Islanders, yeah.
Unfortunately, the team across the river, can't do anything right for us. Lost to the Lightning.
Well, the Icelanders are sitting in that second playoff, that second wild card right now, with 72 points. And you got Detroit also with 72 points. The Caps got 69, Sabres got 69, Devils got 68. And Pittsburgh's right behind us, too, with 67. So Pittsburgh, I think, is playing now, right?
Yeah.
They actually have a chance to jump us. And they won. They already won. So they won. Yeah, all right. Yeah, they're playing San Jose. So they already won. So they're at
Washington,
67.
I think Washington is playing now.
Washington is playing. Yes, they're playing. Is it Calgary? I think they're playing tonight. No, that's the Flames. They're playing the Kraken. Come on, Seattle. Let's go.
So
nothing. By the way, second period just started.
So again, not the way anybody drew it up in the beginning of the season with this New Jersey Devils team, but you've got Timo Meier that's starting to carry the load. Not starting, he has been the last few games. This defense, Kevin Ball.
Sharon Govich scored again. Sorry.
Forget about Sharon Govich, all right? I don't want to hear his name ever again.
I like Sharon Govich.
Oh, I like
Happy
him
for him.
I like him too, but if he was on the Devils, he'd be in the doghouse like Alexander Holtz. So it doesn't matter.
Probably. Most of the year, yeah, probably.
Yeah, like whatever he's doing in Calgary, like, whatever. It's just like Scott Wedgwood. You give him up and suddenly, whatever. But getting back to my point, which now I kind of forgot, but if they play a simpler game and they play physical, I mean, where Kevin Ball getting those penalties, I was okay with all of it. Cross-checking, in front of the crease. I think he got a penalty. I mean, maybe the one, near the boards, maybe that was a little too aggressive. But whatever. You got to be physical. You got to be territorial in your own zone. I'm okay with that as long as they can kill the penalties. They've been getting better killing penalties. Jake Allen played out of his mind, and after that second
in the
goal,
second and third period, after
after that second
things were
goal,
not looking good at first. It was just like, oh boy.
After that second goal that he gave up,
Let Marty pick the goalies, please.
As I was thinking to myself, what kind of wise ass thing will I say on Twitter? Then I'm like, you know what? Before I do anything, let's see what a veteran goaltender can get himself out of it. We knew he was going to be rusty. That was the scouting report before the game, that he'll need some adjusting. Mm-hmm. But man, you know what? That second goal, the way it looked, Jake Allen basically said, all right, enough's enough.
Like, I'm better than this.
Yeah. Like,
I'm
this
better
is
than
pathetic.
this.
Yeah. And, and he just slowly but surely just, built up his confidence as the game went along.
30 saves. 30 saves in periods 2 and 3.
I don't think I remember Bill Spaulding ever making those type of calls, those save calls, in the last year and a half. I mean, the one that was waffle boarded away with his blocker was just fantastic. Like, he was giving the opposition different looks where he was just – now, there's a couple instances where his side-to-side was a little off, but maybe it's rust. But other than that, I mean, when he's on, he's on. And that's going to give the team great confidence. Losing Marino and Siegenthaler, look, at least for one game, this bunch, it was the next man up. Not a big deal. Now you go into Arizona, which we will be there. JoinOurCrew.com for the latest updates of where we're going to be doing our pop-up podcast outside of Mullet Arena. You don't know who's going to stop by. We've got guests lined up in both cities.
Oh, that's right. We do. Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Arizona and Vegas. But, since we haven't been there yet, we don't know exactly where we're going to do it. But
and by the way, our house that we're staying at is on college campus, or right next to the college campus. So you can fully expect Sam Woo to be doing the Will Ferrell, Frank the Tank streaking scene at some point during the evening.
We're having a toga party.
There's a toga party going to be happening. Yeah. But yeah, you can, Mrs. Woo's going to drive up. Sam, what are you doing? Sam's going, we're streaking. We're going to the quad. Streaking.
But there's nobody behind you. There's nobody behind you.
Can we go to White Castle? Bad.
So,
go ahead. Sorry.
R. Nunez is asking a question. Sam, have you connected with the Phoenix crew? What are you talking about? Not sure what he's talking about. Explain. Anyway, so, look, Scotty, this is how they're going to make their run. I mean, if it's just one game at a time, you got to beat the Coyotes. Now, the Coyotes are no slouch. They just beat the Red Wings tonight.
Yeah.
So they must be feeling good.
JS has got the hot take going on over here.
That's funny. That's some good troll material, JS.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Daryl, who doesn't love White Castle? Well, I did when I was like 21 or 22.
Oh,
You get
White
like one of
Castle.
those briefcases after a night of partying in the old college days. Whew,
Yeah.
I don't know how my stomach would handle it nowadays, but White Castle sliders. And then you wake up the next morning and you find out there's like 8 or 9 burgers left over from the last night just sitting on the table, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna eat that. And when you're in college, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's all good.
Yeah, I did the White Castle when I was back home, and I also did Cluck U as well, 3 a.m. in the morning. 3 a.m. in the morning in Morristown back in the day.
Oh, the chicken rings too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very nice, Chris. Man, I haven't had White Castle in ages.
We'll have to go out. White Castle.
There's one was right by my parents' house where I grew up on Route 22 I think that's technically Greenbrook. I grew up in Middlesex, but that was my exit to go down to my parents' house right over there. That White Castle. If you ever been to that White Castle on Route 22 in Greenbrook, that's right where I grew up.
Well, that's good to know. You're on Devil's After Dark. Well, now you're making me hungry. Oh.
Harold and Kumar style.
Where are we going to eat out in Arizona? That's another thing. Are we door dashing it?
There's got to be stuff.
There's got to be.
I'm not too worried about it. We'll find something.
We should have a party.
My buddy's got a churros spot over there, but that's more for like dessert and everything. But either way, we'll find something. I prefer the tacos out here in LA, but the Arizona tacos are good too. Not as good, but they're still good.
Paul Zinski
you're gonna have salad, Sam. Mrs. Wu has told me you are on.
No, they don't have salads out
regulations.
in the desert. Out in the desert,
no.
they don't have salads.
They grow it in those like the weed chambers. That's why they grow lettuce out here.
Oh, Max texted me. Hold on a sec here. Let's see here.
Yes, serve real Mexican food out here, not like layered with iceberg lettuce and shredded cheese. Real friggin' tacos. That meat cooked all day, whether it's the chicken, the steak, the carnitas, and then you just put cilantro and onion, and oh baby, some of that homemade salsa on top. There ain't nothing like it. Burritos. Wow. Oh, breakfast burritos are amazing too.
We went from Jake Allen beating the Dallas Stars to Mexican food.
To White Castle and then tacos and burritos. Have I ever been to Kaya's? No, I haven't been there, JP. My favorite around here is Casa Vega.
Thank you for the super chat.
Woo! Spiral buddy. Brodeur possessed Jake Allen's body after the second.
Or was that Marty Brodeur in that?
Could have been Marty.
Yeah, it looked a little bit chubbier.
Could have been Marty. Never know. Boy, if we only had Jake Allen all season now.
Hey, Fitzy, all you had to do was make a trade.
Oh man, who had the hot take? I can't remember now. Someone had the hot take?
I think it was JP. Yeah.
Was it JP or JS? I can't remember.
Yeah,
No, it was JS. JS.
Maybe I should
Oh,
tweet. Maybe I
man.
should just tweet that out right now.
Yeah, JP, I love Casa Vega. It's great stuff. El Compadre is good food, but the service is absolutely freaking terrible there. There's a couple mom and pop places around here that are just amazing as well, like little hole in the walls. That I know this one spot. It's called Frank's. It's right across from the Grove. And I mean, they don't even you can't even get it on like DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever like that. You have to go like pick it up, but it is so friggin' amazing. Little Miss Barbecue, 10 minutes from the arena. Okay. Is that in Vegas or is that in Arizona there, Chris? I miss the old Dino Barbecue that used to be by the Rock. I used to go there a lot before the games.
Yeah, I used to go there. Wasn't bad.
I mean, if you were there at the right time, they also used to come around with like free wings and stuff like that. They're like, we just have extra stuff and we're going to give it away instead of throwing it out. It's just like, okay, thank you. Free ribs? Okay, I'll take that.
I put the hot takes out there from JS.
Hot takes.
Hot takes.
Hot takes with hot cakes. Alan said, I want to start my career as a true NJ goal and give up 2 goals on 2 shots. But Nova, somehow he finished with a .945 save percentage. So whatever the hell happened during the intermission, I'm glad it did.
Yeah, so Max sent me something about
what
save
did Max say?
percentage. Save percentage. It was in the top 5. It was number 5 this season.
Oh, was it top 5?
Top
for
5.
the season? Okay.
Yeah. The first one, obviously, was the Vitek Vanacek losing in overtime to the Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh,
that was
okay.
a 9-6-9.
Okay.
Against the BJs, it was a 9-6-7, 4-1 victory. Against Seattle, 9-64, 3-1 victory. And then St. Louis, 4-1 with a 9-5-8.
Wow. And Max says, fun fact, the Devils have only had a .900 save percentage or above 10 times this season. Whoa.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. It's a new season, folks. It's a
new
totally,
season.
yeah, forget about the past, except for tonight.
What
Tonight on. That's what we're going to be
Game
thinking
65, so 66. What do we have? We're having a
today was 66.
Today was 66? Okay.
Yeah.
So what do we got? 3, 10. So we got a 15-game season?
15 games.
15-game season.
Remember, it's 2 solid points. A lot of these
Mini
teams
tournament.
that are ahead of us are because of the overtime loss and shootout competition. So
We don't have any of those. We have 4. The Devils, I think, have the least amount of shootouts and all that stuff. I got to look here at the standings, but the Devils, with the with the Panthers as well. No, the Rangers have it too. Yeah, the Devils have 4. Okay, so they're not the only ones, but the Devils they're what? 32-30 with 4 OTs. Okay, there's some other teams that don't have very many either, but there are some teams with a lot. Like Boston has 15 points. Philly's got 8 points off of there. The Islanders have 14 points off of the OTs.
but 2 solid points tonight, Scotty.
2 solid points, which is what we needed, and hopefully this builds a little momentum for this team. It's going to take a hope and a prayer, but they're not done yet. And the fact still remains that the last 2 games, or the last 2 of the 3 games of the season take place against the Islanders and against the Flyers. 2 teams that we were chasing. Ramones has 16 games left. See, I knew this was game 65 and not 60. Was it 66? Whatever.
Wait, was I wrong?
Ramona says we got 16 left. Oh, it was 66? Okay. So we got 16 games left? Oh, right. 82-4. Yeah, all right. My math sucks. So, is this the start of something? I hope so.
I think it will be,
Scotty. I really hope so. We're going to find out. And listen, the Devils have proven to be a very strong team on the road. They have a very winnable game against Arizona, but they cannot play down to them. And then we know Vegas is going to be tough. But again, Vegas has had their struggles here and there as well. So let's hope that the Devils can get on a little bit of a roll before they head back to good old NJ, where we know they've had their struggles at the Rock. But maybe if they can get some momentum on this trip, who knows? These standings are all very close. They're only 4 points back, which isn't a hell of a lot. Now, the games in hand, I know it's going to be a little tricky. But still, for right now, they're only 4 points back. And those last couple games, Flyers and Islanders. It may really come down to that.
Hey, that's what I was saying about a month ago. And and again, I'm not saying that I'm Nostradamus trying to predict things. It just seen too many similar patterns with this team and the Florida Panthers last season. And, somehow they're still hanging around. And if they can actually get it together and put a string of games together against the right opponents, they can possibly just, who knows, maybe by the end of Sunday, they're tied. You just don't know.
You don't. You really don't. And it looks like, is Calgary lighting up? Wow, they are. 3-1. They're probably going to pull this off. Pickles and Sharon Govich. Sharon!
See? You see, folks?
Kraken are still nothing with the Capitals. What else we got going on? The Canes won. Wow, they beat the Panthers 4-0.
I think Sharon Govich and Pickles are double agents. They're working for us right now.
Yeah. The Flyers lost to the Maple Leafs. That's good. I didn't even see that. That's good news right there as well. And that's really going to be something, man. Those Flyers they're struggling. They are struggling big time.
We all knew that. We all knew
yeah,
that.
No, we knew they were overachieving. And
plus the trade deadline, they kind of folded the cards a little bit. Trying to get assets, trading, trying to get picks and all that, because that was the whole game plan all along. And right now, one game at a time, Scotty.
28. Whew, he's got 28 goals. Wow. Good for you, Igor. He's a good kid. All right, well, let's wrap this bad boy up, Sam Woo. Devils got a 6-pack of goals. They start off the road trip the way they should against, let's face it, a better Dallas Stars team. They took it to them. And they ran Ottinger, and they were able to still get a couple past our old friend Scott Wedgwood, who always seems to play well against us. They still got another 2 past him as well. Some supplemental scoring from the fourth line. A lot of new defensemen out there. Could this be the start of something? Well, we're going to find out. Saturday. Your boys are going to be there at the Mullet.
You may be able to hear us on TV.
You may be able to hear us on TV. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But we're going to be having a few beers. We're going to be watching some good hockey. And we're going to be doing some podcasting from the state of Arizona before we head up to Nevada and Las Vegas for a St. Patrick's Day clash with the Golden Knights. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. If you happen to be in Vegas or AZ, hit us up. JoinOurCrew.com. Follow us on the socials. Just show up. We're not that easy. We're not that hard to miss.
Yeah, just look for the guy with the football helmet.
Look for the streaking Sam Woo running drunk through the quad of Arizona State.
Go Sun
You can't miss
Devils.
him.
Anyway.
And Mrs. Woo chasing after him in the minivan saying, "Get inside here now!" She's going to be like, and Mrs. Woo snaps the puck, and she runs over Sam at the goal line with the minivan.
And collects the life insurance policy and lives happily ever after.
Hey, Chris Booger. Woo! Little Miss Barbecue. All right, we're going to have to look for it.
Scotty's going to interview Mrs. Woo after that incident. Say, Mrs. Woo, you just collected on that policy. Where are you going next?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to Disney World.
That's
Anyway.
right. All right, everybody. Yes, we harpooned the stars right out of the sky. Very nicely done there, Max. Let's wrap it up, Sam Woo. We're going to be back again on Saturday in the afternoon, doing a little game day live with the whole entire crew. And then, of course, Devils After Dark as well. Apparently poolside from the estates in Arizona. So we'll see how it all works out. But super excited. If you happen to be there, please come up, say hello. I know I met a lot of people in LA when I was out at the game, so it's always nice to put some faces with all of the names, especially when we're at the outdoor game as well.
Yeah,
put some faces with all the screen names. So if you happen to be in either or, come on down.
We've got hope,
Thank you, everyone.
Scotty. We've got hope.
Got hope.
Got hope. The season's just beginning, folks. 15 games left. We'll be out in Arizona and
16.
Vegas.
16.
16? Oh. Whatever. Till next
Wrap it up,
time.
Sam.
Let's go, Devils.
Thank you.